Hello, today I will be talking about a disorder called autism spectrum disorder. What is autism? First of all, autism is a spectrum disorder, which it means affects everyone with it differently. Autism is a brain disorder that affects how people interact with others according to E-Life. It can make someone's life very difficult, and in this world, which is not meant for them, it can be very, very difficult to live in. How does it affect the brain? In autism, the brain finds it harder to switch between processes. These this can be in a classroom where you're switching between two different things. Like for example, you're switching between math to English and can be very, very difficult, especially for a younger person with autism, to switch between that. But thanks to fMRI scans, the researchers were able to confirm that in the brains of people with autism, connections persist for more extended periods of time, which means it's hard to switch between processes, like I already said. Why do people with autism deal with sensory issues? In individuals with autism, sensory areas of the brain showed more random activity. This suggests that the brains of people with autism cannot hold on and process sensory input. When your brain processes sensory input for someone who's neurotypical, it tends to be very structured and has a pattern, but to people with autism, it's very unpredictable. It doesn't have a pattern. It's random, which is what random means, yes. Do people with autism struggle with social skills? People with ASD, autism spectrum disorder, may find it difficult to understand other people's feelings or talk about their own feelings. The brains of an autistic person or a neurodivergent person are wired differently, which makes understanding things that are typically normal for people who are neurotypical very, very difficult for them. What are some symptoms of autism? People with ASD become overly focused on certain objects, rarely make eye contact, and fail to grasp communication. These aren't all symptoms. There are more, but these are the basic three. Autism can manifest from any time between infancy to 4 or 5 years old. It's not always diagnosed between those times, but that's when you'll start seeing symptoms. And lastly, what causes autism? Scientists believe both genetics and environment play a role in the autism spectrum disorder. While it's not known completely, these are just the thoughts of most scientists